Alrighty, hello everyone. Today we are here for first practice for the 2024 Summer 1000. I am your host, Racing Guy, and we're getting ready for the second biggest race of the Acre season. So now practice is going to work in road stock because I'm just going to put an ungodly amount of laps in and we're just going to run it. So, because it's a 50-minute practice session, so we're just going to put a nonsensical amount of laps in. So I know we won't finish it, and yeah. Alright, so this is the final Summer 1000 at hometown. That was announced earlier on in the season. Pineapple trying to go back to back, and well, it was Acre's biggest race last season, but not this season. Can he go back to back? Obviously, he is a dirt track master, expert, whatever you want to say. He is it. So he will be fast here today. Now, I know it's going to be kind of weird because we can't really measure lap times specifically, but if at the end of this, sometimes if you click the leaderboard, it will show the fastest lap. So we're going to try to see if that works. And we're going to have to reset here as Pineapple was not in his dirt car because he's very specific. Realize there's 378 cars in the daily shop here today. All right, we'll go 24,489 laps this time. Instead of 50,000. So either way, we still definitely won't reach the end of it in 50 minutes. So because it takes like the 1,000 laps takes roughly 4 hours, so I'm still trying to decide if I want to do it like last season where we had like the segments and then after you complete a certain amount of segments you qualify for the final round, or if I want to make it to where you just have a big rec score for the race, like a 6 or a 7 rec score for the race, and then you just gotta hope you make it to the end. So we are not racing here. This is simply first practice, which is underway now. So don't mind the laps, and Pineapple immediately missed the corner. It's my first time running this on computer. I was on mobile last year for the Summer 1000, so I think that might be... I don't know if that's going to give me the extra little performance in terms of the Wi-Fi and the lag and stuff, or what's going on with that, because I know, to be fair, Pineapple was getting disconnected every other lap last season, and he and he won it, so I had to get very aggressive at the end there, so... But he still... But he did it, so... Yeah, we aren't racing each other. This is practice, so you can get used to everything. Yeah, we have a lot of big races here at the streamed races coming up. Obviously, we had Michigan actually it was Friday, I think. Then we have the Summer 1000, obviously. That's our second biggest race of the season. Big points payout if you win it. Then we have... What else do we have? We have a Daytona race coming up, which most people like Daytona, and then we have South 500, which is the Southern 500 for Acre. So we have we have 4 really big races coming up, and then we have Atlanta too, which that's put on some great races. So it's gonna be good times to be an Acre fan. Still trying to get the Cars Cup content out. We got backed up on that because I had a ton of problems trying to upload some of the races 2 through 4. I had a ton of problems getting that. So now it's just can I remember, and is the Wi-Fi good enough to upload and I can still do whatever. That's really what it is. If I can remember, and if I have the time to upload it that day and all that stuff. So we should be getting caught up on that pretty soon. But yeah. In the meantime, 14 laps in this 24,000 lap race. Again, this is just first practice. We're just barely 2 minutes into the timer. So yeah, we are not racing 24,000 laps. That would take, I mean, even with 10-second lap times, that would take years, probably. Actually, hold on. It's practice. I can pull over. We're going to figure that out, actually. How long would that take, roughly? Now I'm interested. So, assuming we have 10.1 second lap times. And we multiply that by 24,489. That would, oh, never mind. I was completely wrong. Okay, so that will take 2 days, and this is if you continue to put down 10.1 second lap times endlessly. It will only take 2 days, 20 hours, 42 minutes, 18 seconds, and 9/10 of a second. I thought it would take a lot more than that, honestly. That's actually a pretty good deal. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying, I'm not recommending you do that, but I'm just saying. I think Pineapple wants to practice racing here maybe a little bit, so he's kind of slowing up. I just, in general, want to get practice on the track, because a huge part of this is, since the track is so small, a huge part of this is staying on the lead lap. If you fall off the lead lap, you are in trouble, especially if you have somebody like Pineapple leading. Now, Hometown, I feel like people have been getting better at dirt. They've kind of caught up to Pineapple on the dirt tracks a little bit. Not fully, but a little bit. So, we'll see what happens. They've made dirt tracks a little bit, I don't know if I want to say, they changed the dirt tracks a little bit from last season to this season in Rostock, so that kind of, changed things as well. But overall, I think we're going to see a pretty solid race. Lots of aggression, because like I said, there are a ton of points. This race is the second biggest race of the season, pays out the second most points. Only one bigger than this is the Acre 500, but that's later this season. That's the season finale, so it's going to be quite the event here. Now, it's not like you can change your setup or anything in Rostock, but what you can do is get used to the track. Oh, Pineapple missed the corner up there. You don't want to do that usually. I don't know, if you're avoiding a wreck sometimes, actually, it's pretty nice up there. Like, if there's a wreck below you and you just decide to go up there, you can't really get involved in it unless they end up in front, on your front bumper. You kind of get away from the wreck, so that's kind of nice. The last weekdays, I was 30-0 on dirt track. Well, those aren't professional league racers. I swear I hear someone cutting grass outside. Or weed whacking or something. I don't know why they would be doing that. It was way warmer earlier. I mean, I guess work and stuff, but if you... yeah, now we're 6 minutes in. If you wanted to do the yard work... I mean, even... It's cooled down even within the 2... I don't know. Okay, I don't even know. Also, I'm thinking of moving the Summer 1000 back a few weeks, because I had it originally planned as the last kind of celebration for the summer, but I'm thinking of moving it a little bit earlier in August, maybe first or second week. I haven't decided on that for sure yet, but basically my plan right now is that Super Speedway doubleheader we had on the 4th, I think it was. I'm thinking of maybe switching that day around with this, but I don't know for sure yet. I still gotta figure out what the 4th crown jewel is gonna be, because I want to try to get that planned out for next season. I don't know what is going on with the car, but it just does not feel. It's just not really doing what I want it to do. Because I feel like if I go straight any further than quarter, I'm gonna miss the corner, and then if I turn any too early enough, then I'm gonna miss the corner. So I really don't know. There we go. That's the corner I want to get. See, Pineapple pulling away a little bit. I don't know if I'm getting draft or not. I know if you get draft, especially on a track like this, you know, it kind of affects the corner because you got to slow down more, so that almost hurts you. But we're running decently even lap times so far. I mean, obviously, I'm sure we're gonna get a bunch more practice laps in, and obviously, you basically have a 900 lap practice session getting ready for the final stage. So it's yeah, it's gonna be quite something. But yeah, if you theoretically, if you win all of the stages, it would be worth more than the Acre 500. I guess technically, so I might have to change that, but I might have to make the Acre 500 stages worth more. I'll put it that way. Might have to make the Acre 500 stages like 50 points. Oh, big lag here. Oh boy. Yeah, before the stream I was having some Wi-Fi issues, so, or at least I was down here. I don't know if anybody else in the house was, but actually my phone was working fine, so I don't know if it was a computer problem or what. But I'm pretty sure my phone was working fine, so I don't know what that could have been. Now me and Pineapple both doing the exact same thing. We'll go wide on exit and tank slap the wall. Now we're starting to figure it out. I feel like if I can just get in a rhythm and my car doesn't do anything crazy, because I feel like the car's like fighting me at times when I needed to kind of just cooperate. It's really struggling on the exits and then kind of down the straightaways. And then since I mess up like the straightaway, I can't get the entrance I want to the corner or anything. But I feel like if I can get in a rhythm and the car doesn't do like snap back on me too much, I can get in a rhythm, like right there. Like, it just snaps back on me a little bit too much. I feel like if it doesn't do that, and I can get in a rhythm, and I can catch the 5. Now, obviously, now, the reason I'm a lap down here is I stopped for a second. Me and Pineapple both stopped for a little bit of time. But, I mean, I feel like overall we're running near even lap times. I think the 5 might be a little bit quicker, but I have 2 more 50-minute practice sessions to figure this out. And I know last year in this race it was basically just a duel between me and the 5. So we'll see what happens here. Let's see here. As soon as you hit the apron with the tire, you're going to lose ground. Yeah, right there. I just clipped it with the front tire and I lost a ton of ground. By a ton, I mean like 2/10, but every tenth matters in a 1,000-lap race. You'd be surprised. You definitely don't want to hit the wall and exit either. Yeah, but now, well, for a little bit there, I was gaining on the 5. So it's basically going to be a tug of war. If it looks like kind of how it went last year and how it's going in practice so far, it's going to be a tug of war between me and the 5 and who makes the most mistakes. Now, I would say I make more mistakes overall on these dirt tracks, but when Pineapple messes up, he messes up a little bit more. So it kind of evens out a little bit. But you can see right there, that was actually a bigger mistake on my part. But yeah, like there are times, like I'll mess up more in general, but then I feel like Pineapple will mess up not as big as some mistakes I'll make sometimes, but like on the average mistake by us, he'll make a bigger mistake to where I can gain ground. So it's it's shaping up to be a battle if it's anything like last year. Plus, I'm extra motivated because I'm not going to complete 2,000 laps for nothing. So, well, I mean, I guess at least this year I get a good point stay out of it, but if I finish second again, but yeah, at least now I get points for it, but yeah. Instead of just the accomplishment of, oh, I finished 1,000 laps. Because, yeah, technically speaking, if we were to run this NASCAR rule where you have to run every lap, I would have won the race by, like, 5 to 10 laps, because I know Pineapple was missed some laps there, so if we ran it like NASCAR, like most leagues, I would have won, so I have comfort in that, I guess, but yeah. You can see now we're starting to close into the 5. There's a pretty solid mistake. Obviously, we don't have to, like, go around him or anything, but you gotta accept casual contact here in this race especially, but at this track in general. You have to accept casual contact. It's gonna happen, and you just gotta take it. You can't... this track is so small, so narrow. Well, I mean, I guess there are narrower tracks. Maybe. I don't know. But this is a very narrow track. You can go... on the actual racing surface, 3 wide, maybe 4 wide. Like, it is not the widest racing surface, as you can tell. So, it's gonna cause... there will be contact, especially late in the race. Everyone's fighting for every position. You will run into somebody at some point. Looks like can kind of start to get in a rhythm here later on into the run, because we're going to be, well, I guess there's no cautions anymore in this for the stage break, so that actually kind of plays into my favor here, but it is very possible we see just 100 lap runs if we keep it the way it was. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to, like I said, okay, I caught a waffling there, but like I said earlier, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do this in the form as we did last year, where after you run a certain amount of laps, you qualify, or if I want to do it where you just have, like, a really big rec score for the race. So, like, I'm somewhere in between 5 and 10. I'm looking at probably 7, because we want clean racing, and you have 1,000 laps. So, like, take your time with the cautions, I guess. Like, you'll have time to have stuff happen. But, yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I might do, like, 10, so you can... yeah, I'd probably more. I'd maybe do... I'm looking anywhere from 5 to 12. So, I got another waffling. Okay, so it looks like that could be an issue here. If you hit the wall at the right angle where it gets your car airborne, like you can see right here, if you hit the wall at the right angle, or the wrong angle, I suppose, whatever way you look at it, it will set your car airborne like it did me, or at least get it off course a little bit. And then you get way too much speed trying to save it, because if you have to turn to the right to keep it from going to the inside wall, and then you miss the corner. So that could be something to look out for. But yeah. I think looking at the favorites, you gotta have Pineapple as the favorite. Then me. I mean, I really don't know who else is gonna show up. But the top 3 get points, so I mean, I would imagine we'd get a third person to show up. If not, we'll just get Naki the points. But I would imagine we'd get a third person to show up at some point in a 1,000 lap race. So Pineapple on lap 101 here, because I'm 2 down, so we're past 100 laps. Pineapple has made a stop on the racetrack. I don't know if he's going to try to I don't know if he's letting me get back to the lead lap, or what's going on here. Yep, there's 101. He's back going. I think he's trying to see... I don't know if he's trying to practice getting in the draft, or if he's trying to see if I can get back to him to unlap myself. I don't know what his plan is here, but we'll see. Yeah, see there now, we got a shallow entry. Up the track we go. Car not turning very well. That's obviously something you don't want to do. Yeah, Pineapple. As far as I know, he's only lost one dirt track race. Now, next season when we move it to Battle Creek Speedway, a little bit of a shorter track. Well, we'll see. I have to remake it. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to make a usable racetrack if it's a tenth of a mile. So we'll see. If it does end up being a tenth of a mile, it might end up being like 0.12 miles. But it's going to be a shorter track than this because this is 0.15 miles. So we'll see. But that's going to be a paved track. So it's that will end up being a paved track. So we won't see the dirt guys dominate. But yeah, it's I think either way, Summer 1000 going to keep the prestige that it has. As we see, we're going to find out who wins it this season, and this season they get like almost 500 points if they win it. So that's going to be something to see. Pineapple is closing into me here. He's got the draft, which is probably helping him. Obviously, I wish I could get back to him. Try to unlap myself here if we were racing. But, yeah. If there is. Both of us tag the wall there. But yeah, this is showing you how equal our lap times are. Because now none of us have draft. And we are right there. So it's all going to come down to mistakes, it looks like. Yeah, this is a great show of even lap. Like, there was a mistake by me. That's the whole reason the 5's getting away right now. It is all going to come down to mistakes. But now he's going to slip up. We'll be able to get there and close the gap back. So it is all mistakes is what it's looking like this is going to come down to. Which, if it is, we are going to see quite the show. Because making 2,000 turns, 4,000 turns, 2,000 corners, like 1,000 laps, you will make mistakes. Even just in a 100-lap stage, you're going to make multiple mistakes. So we are going to see quite the show if this keeps up. And honestly, whoever has draft might have the advantage, because I know sometimes it can mess you up and send you a little bit farther into a corner than you want. But honestly, that kind of helps my car handle better, so I might need that. But we're going to see a show if it keeps going like it looks like it will. See, there's a mistake by me. And another one. That's what I mean. Like, I can make more mistakes more often. Looking at a little under 30 minutes left in practice here, so we aren't even quite halfway, I don't believe. But I'll have to check my timer here in a second. Yeah, 28:57 left, so it's still got time. Pineapple slipped up. I don't know. I just wish the car was a little. I honestly don't know what direction to go with it or what to do or what I would do with it, because like it handles fine in the corners until it doesn't. So. Like, it handles it okay until it doesn't. So, I honestly don't even know what I would need to do to it. And now Pineapple probably going to wait. Yep. He's waiting for us to get to the lead lap here. And he missed the corner. And I missed the corner. I followed him. That's another thing. It's very easy to follow someone's tire tracks. So, if they make a mistake, it's going to be very easy for you to make a mistake as well. And that's what I mean. Casual contact, you just got to take it. Like, it's just such close racing, such a small area of areas to go. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Especially if we get, like, 4 or 5 people in here. It's gonna turn into a demolition derby, almost. Oh, 5 slipped up. Yep, there we go. Through. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I know. I made Pineapple mad last year because I kept, like, trying to lift in front of him so he couldn't bump me out of the way. So, oh, man. Ironically, as I say that's what he did. For a visual example. That's what I did to Pineapple, and he got very upset at that after a while. And we're going to have to reset it as Doctor is here. So we're going to get restarted with roughly 26 minutes left in practice. I mean, it might be the buggiest. I don't know how buggy Hometown is I mean, I don't even know where Hometown is. I guess it's supposed to be your hometown. My bad, Pineapple. I guess it's supposed to be your hometown. I really don't know. Does this count as my home track? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So we got like 138, 139 laps in that run. So this is just gonna kind of tell you, if things stay green, how many laps you can get in at one time. And me and Pineapple are trying to pull away from Doctor here. Line job. Oh yeah, Doctor's gonna go lap down here pretty soon. And Pineapple, you're just giving me the right to do this during the race now if you keep doing that. Like, it's practice and you're doing that. Uh-oh. Well, Pineapple helped me keep the car going while I was typing, so you did me a favor. Oh, contact. Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, I'll give him room here. Oh, go, 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 go. Yes, this very well could... Well, I don't want to say this will be the last, because if Aker, for whatever reason, ends up going on for centuries and centuries, we will never know what will happen. But as far as I know, with the information I have right now, and what the plan is looking like for the future of this league, this will be the last Summer 1000 at Hometown and on dirt. So, again, obviously, things go on. Oh, hold on. I got a spider in front of my computer. Hold on, one dropped from the ceiling again. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so what I like to do is they'll drop from the ceiling trying to make cobwebs and stuff. So I just grab 2 tissues and I like squish it. Rip to the spider. Hate to do that to you. But yeah. You're disrupting my gameplay, so also I don't want more spiders to drop down. Oh, jeez. Okay, Doctor just... Okay. All 3 of us are going to be teammates next season here. Doctor will be joining RGA, so it's going to be fun. Alright, Pineapple waiting for us to get back to the lead lap. I'm trying to be patient for the 55 here. See what he can do. Uh-oh. Oh, 55 caught the 5. We're going to catch the 55. Again, you have to accept the casual contact. It's going to happen. And now you can kind of see what happens when you throw a third car into the mix. If it's just me and the 5, it's gonna be a great battle. And I laid quarter panel on the 55 there. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Just trying to push him down the straightaway, and obviously that didn't end as I was hoping it would for both of us. Because I don't want to wreck him, especially during practice, and he doesn't want to miss the corner. So, but now you can see what happens when you throw a third or I mean, just imagine a 4th car in here or 5th, but. You can see just how big of a difference it makes. Because now you have a car in between you. That's just going to make it, that many times more difficult for the car behind the leader. So, it is going to be absolutely huge track position. But yeah, from what we're seeing right now, it's going to be the 24 versus the 5. So, in other words, it's early 20... So, basically... It's early on in the 2024 season. Or just Hendrick in 2023, I guess, too. Except it's Jeff Gordon in the 24 and a Gen 7 Rainbow Warrior and I don't even know, a fictional 5 car. I'm pretty sure it's a fictional paint scheme. Obviously, it has fictional sponsors and stuff, but I don't remember seeing a car like that ran, so I'm pretty sure it's fictional. I'm trying to use the brakes to not hit the 5, but it's, yeah. I don't know why, but whenever I get near a car, half the time when I'm playing racing games like this, the handling just goes away. And here comes Doctor into the mix. Like, yeah, and then you get 2 cars battling, and then somebody you don't expect is going to show up. So, we're almost practicing the race now at this point. We're practicing racing. We aren't even practicing lap time now. We're just practicing racing. So this will kind of give you an idea of what to expect. And you get to see this for like 4 or 5 hours and 1,000 laps. So, yeah. Theoretically speaking, I believe if we keep it green the whole 1,000 laps, I think it takes like less than 3 hours to run 1,000 laps at this track. So, we'll see. I'm trying to give people as much of a break as I can here, because I don't want to, start anything during practice. Now, less than 20 minutes remain, literally right as I check the timer, it goes to the 19:59, so less than 20 minutes left in first practice. I forgot to check the first time who was fastest, but, yeah, I'll try to remember that this time. It's all about where you exit and enter the corner, really, is what this comes down to. Timing is very important, and yeah, I mean, obviously where you run on the track is important as well. Pineapple tried hitting the brakes there to save himself from going up the track. Didn't really work. Yeah, now my car is getting tighter during the run here. That's not what I want. Obviously, every time you reset, too, you're going to get a different handling car. So, depending on, how many times you reset, you might get a worse handling car than before. So, that's another aspect that you got to look out for. Here we go. Oh, now we're here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the kind of move you can expect late in the race. You got to be patient, though, especially if I end up going the wreck count route. You're going to have to be extremely patient, which, from what I've seen from these Acre drivers, that may not be good. Sometimes I wonder if some of the drivers understand the concept of race length and, save up your stuff sometimes, but, I mean, That's a tactic, too. You can just send them off wide into the corner if you really want to. Like that. So you might see that happen. Yeah, I'm actually kind of fighting the 5 here. Yeah, he's not happy. Yeah, he raced me aggressively at the end of this thing last year, so I have a right to get him back this year. see, let the 55 go, and now we're alongside him, and we'll be able to get by him here. He's going to try to set up a crossover. We'll be ready for that. Yeah, don't be surprised if there's tempers in this as well, and somebody joined or left probably or something. Nope, just big time lag. And Doctor's in the wall. He's probably lagging here. But you can see a quarter of the track is 3 seconds, so it is, it's something here at this track. And we have 2 more practice sessions for, with tomorrow and Wednesday, and then the main event, the 2024, the second annual Summer 1000, will be, Thursday. We're looking at probably 6 or 7 start time. Well, probably 7 start time, but the stream will start 6 because it's a big event. So we're going to have big pre-race and everything. Yeah. I don't know. Since Doctor joined, well, it was handling fine at the start, but as the run goes on, the car I have right now, at least, it just continues to get tighter and tighter, and the handle goes away as the run goes on, so that's not good, but we'll see. We'll see what happens out of it. Oh, bumper. Oh, wow. I did not think he would slow up that much. Oh, car there. Give that man a spotter. Car outside. I get it. I get it, though. I'm not mad at that. How much time do we have left? About 15 and a half minutes left in first practice here. Yeah, so through all of this, we're going to have 2.5 hours of practice. And again, basically, depending on how I decide to format the race, you almost might have like a 900 lap practice session beforehand too. So it's going to be quite the race, quite the event. It's going to be the event of the summer, to put it quite simply. Because why have 100% fun when you can have 1,000% fun at the Summer 1000? There's Doctor going a 17th lap down. I know he stopped and stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, these wall flings are deadly if you hit them at the right angle. Yeah, we're going to get by the 5. That's Pineapple, that'd be the equivalent of handing a sponsor to the Daytona 500. We are not doing that. If you want to have a Mega Marble 1000, I don't know, make another. It would be the 999, or like the 1001, or well, it can't be the 1001. It'd have to be like the 999.99999, because 1,000 laps is the longest race we're running. Or just start your own league and have a one-off. Just do what promoters did in the early days of racing. Promote a one-off race for the year. And that's your marquee event and your only event. Oh, my apologies to the 5. I think we were both trying to get away from each other there. nearing 12 minutes left in first practice, and I'm feeling even more confident than I did. I knew this year, I knew I would have a better chance this year than last year. Because I remember at the end of last season, that final like 100 laps or so, that final stage, the 10th stage, I started to scare the 5 because that was the first time he was really challenged at a dirt track. So I knew this year, because I started to figure out hometown. It only took like 2,000 laps worth of race time. But yeah, what you know, because I ran this track and just playing road stock normally. But I figured it out, and I knew going into this year, I would have a chance, a better chance than last season even. And here we are. I can keep pace with the 5, and it's just going to be a war of attrition and who can minimize the mistakes is what it looks like. And also how aggressive are you willing to be? So it's going to come down to all of that. But Pineapple, he has not won a Crown Jewel event since the Daytona 500, and even that one was a little questionable because it was a great drive to come from the back of the pack to the front in a lap, but I mean, everybody wrecked themselves going for it basically, or got involved in other people's mess, or all sorts of stuff happened. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Now Pineapple really starting to lay down some laps here. As I was saying, you know, this year I might be able to keep up. He started, I guess he was going easy mode or something. I don't know. And I'm kind of keeping up a little bit. Oh, that's going to be a horrible entry for him. Yep. I can kind of tell when people are going to get a bad entry or exit or something. I feel like the handling overall is coming back to my car again, but like it's harder to turn. Which at a dirt track, you really don't want that, because you need to slide around and stuff, so. So probably got 10 minutes left. Yeah, less than 10 minutes now in first practice. Bad entrance for the 5. I couldn't capitalize. I like how we're just practicing the race now. This is gonna be just a cat and mouse race here. Maybe, yeah, well, now Pineapple let me by. Now it seems like whoever's on in front just has the better handling car. From what I've seen so far. Now, obviously, we haven't even ran 2 complete laps yet, but it seems like whoever gets out in front, dirty air starts to affect you now. So, I don't know. Road stock can be kind of random with how things go. Sometimes it's like, it remembers, oh yeah, draft is going to be really good. And then, oh, dirty air is going to be good. Now I messed up. But almost seems like whoever's going to get the clean air might just, you know, have the best car. And then, obviously, looks like if you stay within a certain range, you can kind of keep up. But yeah, this is a fascinating practice session with all we've learned so far and everything like that. So, yeah. Whoa! Car fully got sideways there down the straightaway. Yeah, Dirt King versus the Road Course King right here. I guarantee if the Summer 1000 was at a road course, if it was at a road course not in road stock, it's over. Especially if there's no fuel or anything in the game, like to mess up the strategy. Because there's only been 2 races not on like a road stock road course that I've lost. One of them I messed up the strategy really bad, but I was fastest by like 5 to 10 seconds that day. And then the other one was the one that was Monaco, but that went to court and I don't know. Half the time it goes to court. Whoever really should have won ends up not winning. So, yeah. Plus, the track was super glitchy this year at Monaco. I have no idea how many flips we had just because of the track fling. Like, I swear, half the cautions were because of track flings. And I thought it was a great race last season, so I was looking forward to it, and then, yeah, we had absolute mess. Because, I don't know, I guess they forgot to repave it, and the track got really bumpy. If I'm going to miss the corner, can we get there on exit? Yes, we can. So that's good to know for potentially race time. Yeah, what you're gonna see here, assuming it plays out like it looks like it is the greatest. Well, statistically speaking, the greatest. I mean, obviously everyone has their own opinions on who's the best, but statistically, the greatest driver in league history going up against the best. Statistically, again, obviously you have your own opinion, but statistically speaking, the best non-pavement driver in Acre is what you're going to see here. Yeah, it seems like once I get in a certain spot, the handling just goes away on the car for a little bit, but I'm starting to reel them back in, but it takes a little bit to adjust to the different handling. Just get the tire right. You want to try to get the left front right on the apron. Yeah, this car definitely handles different after I get like about 2 seconds out or so. About, well, second and a half, 2 seconds out. That's when things really start to go downhill. The handling get those away. Got the wall. Okay, yeah, now my car's handling really going away on my car now. Just feels sluggish and difficult to turn. I know I'm going about the same speed as a 5, but it just feels sluggish right now. I don't know why. Five messed up. Can I get a good corner? Better than him. Yeah, actually, that was a decent corner, I guess. Oh, now I'm reeling him in. And he missed the corner, so we'll never know. Starting, we have about 4 minutes left. Still my history. Oh, hold on. Alright, I apologize for the delay there. We are down to 40 seconds left in practice. Well, Pineapple kept going, but I apologize for not being here. Down to the last few seconds of practice here. We're going to get easily almost 300 laps in just these 50 minutes. So that tells you, if we stay green, just how many laps we can get in. I think yeah, maybe. 14. We're going to get one more lap. Pineapple might get one more in. We'll see. This is my last lap for sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Should get caught. Yep. So what? He got 20 more laps in. I'm on 136. So he got about 160. We'll say, yeah. So one. Oh, come on, get to the line. Fastest lap, and it didn't tell me. So yeah. Oh well. So what? In 50 minutes, we got. We got 57. We got 295 laps in 50 minutes, which means, yeah, we're looking at probably about 3 hours if it stays green, which is quicker than last year. So that's going to do it for this first practice session. If you want to see more, leave a like and subscribe. Do all that stuff. We'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to see the results of the poll. Alright, here are the results of the poll. Oh, I'm sorry, Goldfish. Yeah, you could have joined. Other at 20%, Pineapple at 20%, me at 60%. So, yeah. Alright.